Well, hello friends. Welcome back to the program. So today we are going to work on our file manager and we're going to be implementing a breadcrumb bar. So sort of like what we have here in the Mate desktop breadcrumb situation. So we have up here, you can click on the individual parts of the path that we're currently in. And you can also switch it to a regular location thingy. Now, if we look at our file manager, we can see that it's only ever a location bar thingy where you can edit as text. So I would like to have something like this thing, and maybe even the ability to switch back and forth, actually. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do today. Now, I'm not really sure what the API is gonna look like, but I guess we'll just get started on something. So we'll make breadcrumbbar.h. That'll be good. In libgui, yeah, so we'll make it as a widget in libgui, just directly from the start. And let's see. Let's do all the boilerplate business here. So this will be a public GUI widget. And oh wait, no. There we go. Okay, so what is one of these breadcrumb bars? It is essentially a horizontal toolbar-like thing that has a bunch of buttons on it representing segments of something. So maybe we'll have something like a struct segment. Each segment has text, maybe a bitmap icon, and we'll put these in a vector. Okay, and what of our public API? So first off, let's just have a private constructor here, and our API could be maybe like clear segments, and for simplicity, add segment maybe, or append segment. I don't know, we might want to do some fancier API later, but for now I think maybe this is good enough. So bitmap. We can even allow you to not pass a icon if you don't care, because if we look in the Mate file manager here, we can see that home here does not have an icon, whereas the root and my home directory, they both have icons. So I think home is like, there's nothing special about home, right? It's just it's only the root and my home directory who have custom icons. So I don't know if we'll copy that behavior or if we'll put icons on all of them. We'll see what it feels like once we get something showing up. But this feels like a sort of a sane API to start out with. So let's implement this class. Breadcrumbbar. So I guess we will use a horizontal box layout for this to lay out the segment buttons. And we can make those just regular buttons, doesn't have to be fancy. Box layout. Breadcrumb bar, all right. And then we had clear segments clear, and maybe update our appearance at that point. I guess we should we need to remove all of our children. Do we have something like remove all children? Core object, children. we need to nuke all of the children of this widget. So do we have first okay. Children. Can we get a copy of that? Okay. That's fine. It's a little bit awkward. Should core object have something like remove all children? Perhaps. Might be a nice API to have. Anyway, I think we don't need to update at that point because removing children will cause it to repaint anyway. Okay, and append segment. Text icon. Wait, what's wrong with that? Oh, wait, they're in reverse order. I guess we should also make a button at this point. So first off, let's make sure we have a horizontal box layout. Just so all of our children are laid out in a horizontal manner. And then we'll make a new button, so add button, text, button, set, icon, and button on click, I guess. Oh yeah, we need to come up with the API for when you click on one of these things. So let's fire a hook of some type. Maybe give you just a segment index on segment click. Seems like a sensible API. So you create one of these breadcrumb bars, append your segments, and then you attach a hook to on segment click. You get notified, and then you need to know what that means. Yeah, that seems okay for now. It's not the most, it's not the biggest API, but it should be enough for us to work with here. So if on segment click, on segment click. We'll want to capture this value actually. The index. Okay. That seems sensible. Okay, so let's try putting one of these into our file manager windowed mode window. So we have the location text box here currently. Let's, just for testing purposes, let's just swap it out with a breadcrumb bar. Or you know what? Let's put two next to each other, because why not? Breadcrumb toolbar. Let's make another toolbar below here. Make another toolbar. GUI breadcrumbbar. All right. And then I guess whenever we set the path, where do we do that? Set icon, blah, blah, blah. Location, text box, set text. Oh, it's on path change. Yeah, that's exactly where we want to go. So, wait, we need to have a pointer to our breadcrumb bar. Oh. Whoops. Excuse me. Clear segments, and let's make sure that we actually have a reference to that thingamajig. Okay. Append segment. Okay, so here's where we gotta split the path into parts. So path parts, or you know what, let's just do this. Lexical path is new path, part in lexical. Oh, how did I do that? Parts, okay. And let's not do the icon for now. We'll just do this and see what it looks like in general. And I did something goofy somewhere in breadcrumbbar. On click as an argument or a parameter. We learned the keyboard modifiers that you held down while you clicked on this segment, but we don't care about that. If you shift click on one of those bad boys, nothing special will happen. All right, look at that. That looks pretty goofy, but it is at least the parts of the path. Okay, so when we move around, we can see that it actually does indeed create one for each part. So that's good. That is something. So let's see if we can size these to fit the text better. So they don't need to take up all the space. We can actually give them a bit of preferred size. So let's see about that. So set size policy, horizontal size policy. Size policy fixed, let's say. I kind of, this is something I don't like about libgui right now, that there's no way to say like make it snug, you know, size to fit, I think, but instead we have to actually measure the text and then make it an appropriate width. So here, this would be a good API, I think, to add to GUI button at some point, that you could say like make the button size relative to the size of the text on it. Currently we don't have that, so I guess an interesting option would be that the button would know its minimum width, and the minimum width of any button would be sort of how wide, how large it would need to be for the text on it to be fully displayed, and then the layout system could just say like squeeze things together so that yeah, okay. Well, that's a whole like other video about declarative layout. Right now we're just going to measure the text. So button text width is button font width of text. GUI libgraphics font button set preferred width button text width, and let's add some magical number like 8. Okay, let's see how that goes. So now we should just slot these in from the left. I don't know if we need to do something with the space on that. Oops, space on the right. Nope, that just worked. Worked really well, actually. Although maybe 8 was not quite enough. Let's go with a spacious 16. Just hard coding some numbers here for the heck of it. But I do feel like this is That's pretty tasteful. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so I'm missing one for slash though. Let's do a separate one for slash. So let's see. Of course, the lexical path parts are not going to contain the slash. We'll have to do that ourselves. Append segment slash, and we can actually do our icon for that. So do we have that somewhere? Root folder, root directory. File icon provider. That's what we want. Yeah. Right. Icon for path slash bitmap for size 16. What is that giving me? It's giving me a const. Oh, I see. It's a const bitmap. Well, we can make this API take a const bitmap. It's not like the breadcrumb bar is going to mutate the bitmap in any way, so we can actually do this. Interesting. So will that work, I wonder? No, because we didn't actually compile it, I think. Wait, why am I not seeing that? Where's the slash? Where is the slash? That's a bit weird. We'll do the same thing here though. Icon for path. Oh, interesting. So here we need need to reassemble the path as we go here so that we can look up icons. This is going to be a little awkward, but you know what? Let's just move this whole thing into a little scope here. And then let's reassemble the path, because the thing is, when we're iterating the path parts, and we get like, we're gonna get home, and then we get an on, right? And then we're gonna get source, and we get serenity, and so on. And we can't do an icon lookup for any individual part here. Like, if we try to get the icon for path for a non, it's not going to recognize that this is actually our home directory. So we have to pass in home and on, and then it will be smart enough to know. So we have to rebuild the path as we go, which is okay. So builder append part. It's a little bit silly, but note, we rebuild the path as we go. So, we have something to pass to file icon provider. That's a little bit silly. Builder string view, yeah, I think we can probably get away with that. Icon bitmap for size 16, let's say. It's a little bit weird that we didn't see that slash show up before. Okay, there it is. Look at that. Now we need to make a lot more space for the icon as well, because we didn't take that into account. So breadcrumbbar needs to look at the icon. Let's see, icon width is icon or 0, and then we just add that on here. Icon width plus icon padding, let's say. Icon pad, I don't know. 4, 6 pixels if there's an icon, something like that. Okay, all right. Kind of interesting. So the focus rectangle is bleeding outside a little bit. I don't love that. Let's take a look with the magnifying glass here. You can see that the focus rectangle, the dotted rect, is bleeding outside the normal area of the button where you would expect the focus rectangle to show up. This is a little bit awkward. Something we could improve by making the thing bigger. So I think maybe we added too much padding for those icons. Let's go back to 4, scale it back a little bit. And I'm kind of liking, honestly, the icon per segment or per breadcrumb. Like, it doesn't bother me that there's a folder icon here. I think that's probably okay. These need to be checkable though, so that if you press one down, then we should actually show you as being in that folder. Or, you know, we don't have to implement like the full range of the, I was thinking we would implement the full range of the Mate breadcrumb bar here, like where you can click on individual pieces and they sort of become selected, but the old one remains. I think we're probably not going to implement that particular behavior today, but instead when you click on one, we'll just switch to that folder, and we'll leave this as a future improvement. Should we try to make those a little bit taller maybe? If so, we'll probably need to make the breadcrumb toolbar a little bit taller. Preferred height is going to be... What is the normal preferred height of a toolbar anyway? It's button size plus 8. And button size is 16, so 24. But we can pass in the button size. Oh, that's very generous actually. So let's just pass in 20 and see how that goes. Orientation horizontal. Oh yeah, because we could technically we could have a vertical toolbar. I don't think we have many of those. We have some in Pixel Paint. Okay, so these are too big, but at least the focus rectangle is now within the bounds. 20, so what if we scale it down to 18? Would that be a healthy medium? Gotta try it out. Oh, that looks pretty nice actually. I do like that. That looks really, really good. So then the option then would be like we would hide the regular location, and then if you press like Control L, we would swap between these two modes maybe, or something. I'm unsure, but this is looking really, really pleasant, I have to say. Something about this is just just very, very nice to look at. Okay, so let's see about making them actually do something when we click on them. So I guess we'll just need to set up some kind of thing here. So breadcrumbbar on segment click. We'll get our segment index, and this is really the whole thing. So at this point, this is going to be an index into a segment vector, which we can't see from the outside, but we can keep track of a few things here. So if segment index is 0, then we want to go to the root. So that is directory view, open root, right? That's probably all that we need to do here. And otherwise, we can go and maybe we'll capture the lexical path here. Lexical path. Let's be very specific about what we're capturing. So this function here, the whole program runs below this function. So it's okay to capture stuff by reference because the event loop actually is spawned at the end of this function here. So we're actually able to play with reference captures without thinking too much about it. Normally I don't like doing that. But yeah, we'll capture this guy by value, and then we'll assert that segment index is less than lexical path parts size. Although actually part index is going to be segment index -1. And then, oh man, we have to rebuild the path again. Yeah, this part is awkward. Part index. Yeah, this is pretty weird. Directory view, open builder, string view. Okay, let's try this. Home. So I'm already in documents, of course. I can go to slash. And he didn't like that. So we had now hung the file manager. Going to go here and look at it in the system monitor if it lets us. Actually, let's grab a profile of it. See what it's actually doing. All right. What are you doing, my dear? GUI button, click, and then we're looping on pointer. What? I guess we have some kind of stupid use after free here. Oh, I wonder if we can run the file manager in the user space emulator. I didn't really try that. It starts, okay, and then if I click. Okay, so it catches some kind of problem, but then it just crashes instead of telling me what's wrong. That's not very helpful. Okay, so user space emulator needs more work. Malloc tracer, no, wait, find mallocation. That's kind of weird. You know what, I'm just gonna ignore that for now, and we are gonna work out here what's going wrong. So presumably we're clicking on this thing, which leads to directory view open slash, which let's log that we're doing this on segment click. So call open, and then open will trigger a on path change, which will overwrite this thing right here. But is that a problem? So on segment click 1, 3, 2, 1, 0. Why is that a problem though? Wait, what was it doing? Okay, let's just see if we can't look at the stack here. Grow, grow, grow. GUI button click. Wait, am I deleting that button in the click callback for it? I guess he's not going to love that. Breadcrumbbar. Yeah, because I'm doing a clear segments, which means that I'm nuking all of the children of the core object. And then I'm inside of this callback here. And so on click firing on segment click. I'm not exactly sure what's going wrong here. Let's back from, let's just do a little bit of printf debugging to try to learn more. See if we actually return from there. We do get back from it, okay. And then we are in GUI button click. So on click is fired, and then we're looking at M action. Oh, heck-a-leck. Right, so this button here will be deleted by this time. So that's kind of nasty. I guess we need to really protect ourselves. Since we are firing a hook, and the hook may execute arbitrary code, we really need to protect ourselves across that call. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, just make a protector pointer that will keep this object alive until we exit the scope. I don't really love the implication of this, because it means that we need to probably need to go and look at all instances of widgets firing hooks like this and take care to keep these widgets alive across such invocations. But yeah, that fixes that issue, of course. We don't have that many of these instances at the moment, so it's not the end of the world, but it's something we should probably improve on going forward. And yeah, it's definitely weird that the desktop thing goes away once I click here. So I guess, how should we do this? So first off, I guess let's do this button commit first of all. Protect GUI button. Cross firing the on click hook. if a hook triggers the deletion of the GUI button, we would be unable to proceed a well-defined manner here. So let's protect ourselves. This probably needs to be done in a whole lot of places. Yeah. So this is what we get for using reference counting. These buttons are core objects ultimately, and core objects are reference counted, and they will be deleted once the last reference goes away. So if somebody wants to delete us, it's our responsibility here to keep a reference to ourselves, to keep it alive. Since GUI widgets are just ref counted core objects, and running arbitrary code can mean that they get deleted. Yep, that's a huge fix me to go through and improve on that pattern. I guess we didn't run into it because we don't really delete widgets that often, but we definitely need to fix that. Anyway, I'm not going to go through all of that right now. Instead, let's just plow forward. So maybe we should have a concept of a selected segment. So set selected segment. Segment index, let's say. Index. Yeah, that's pretty good. Should be allowed to have no selected segment. You know what? Let's always have selected segment right now, and we can maybe take away that ability later. Although if you don't have any segments, yeah, okay, this should be optional. So this is a situation that I don't love because it feels weird to do this, right? But it feels equally weird to use an overload. So like unset selected segment. I don't love that. So we're gonna use the optional because the overload is too awkward. And this will be optional, selected segment, yeah. Okay, and then when we, let's see, we'll want to make our segments checkable. So button set checkable, true. And they need to be exclusively checkable, true. And they need to be in a, wait, if they're exclusively checkable, what happens with that? I don't remember if the GUI system will automatically make them exclusive with each other. I think I implemented that at some point. So like all widgets that have the shared parent are mutually exclusive if you do that. Of course, that just breaks. Dang it. Because I clear them every time, so I can't test it out. Okay, so let's do something smart. Instead of clearing segments, if the new path is in the breadcrumb bar, that will keep the existing segments and just mark something new as selected. So let's see. So we got to work out new path is in breadcrumbbar. Let's see. And this is going to be slightly awkward. Again, rebuilding the path a billion times here. But maybe that's okay. Yeah, this pattern is so repetitive. I feel really silly about it, but it's not obvious to me how to improve it right now, but maybe it will come to us later. New path is in breadcrumbbar. How do we figure that out? So we go one step at a time and say if new path is builder string view. Yeah. Then return true. If we get to the end, then it's a return false. Okay. So if new path is in breadcrumbbar, then we just need to mark it. Otherwise, we need to rebuild the whole thing. So like that. Okay, so new path is, we can call it like new path is already in breadcrumbbar. Or actually, maybe even segment index of new path in breadcrumbbar. So if we have it, breadcrumbbar set selected segment index of new path in breadcrumbbar.value. Now, isn't that a mouthful? But it is also a very self-explanatory mouthful, which is why we use it. And then we need some index here. If we don't find it, that's an empty optional. So optional size D. Okay, and then I guess if new path is slash, and then wait, we need this would be a lot easier if we could look at what's in the bar. So breadcrumbbar, let's expose that. String segment text. Yeah, something like that, and also segment count. Run return. All right. Yeah, and segment. So if it's slash and the breadcrumbbar segment count is not 0, then return 0, because then we have slash. Slash is always the first. Okay, and then otherwise, lexical path part size plus part index. Part index is less than breadcrumbbar segment count. Wait, segment count is, we need to +1 this bad boy here, or -1 this thing, because slash is not part of our lexical path parts vector. It's a reference, right? Yeah. Just checking that we don't reconstitute this parts vector every time. Okay, so if we get past the end, return empty. Otherwise, if lexical path parts part index is the same as breadcrumbbar segment text. Oops. Wait. What am I doing? This is not right. No. Because if you move to a directory that happens to have the same second segment, although the start of it is different. Yeah, because I'm about to do something stupid here. Because like now if I have these two paths, right? Food source and home bar source. If we click on source, in both of these cases, they will appear to be the same path, even though the preceding part is different, because we're only looking at the very last, or the sort of the current part. So this is not working. Okay, I have to rethink this a tiny bit. I guess we have to go back to the stupid string builder concept again. Should we remember the path that we stored? Or I guess we could like store some arbitrary data with each segment. That would be kind of nice. We can just be. Let's just do that. Let's just store some like data. This is a little bit cheesy, maybe. I don't know, but this will be our optional data. We can have a better abstraction for that, but right now I'm just going to use it. So segment data, let's say. Segment data. Data. Okay, now we can put whatever we want there. So when we build it up, we will put the whole path up to that point. Boom. And this suddenly became a lot easier. You don't have to make every abstraction super abstract. So this becomes a little bit easier. For size ti 0 I is less than breadcrumbbar segment count. Wait, it's getting a little confusing here. So if the breadcrumbbar segment data for I is equal to new path, then return I. Yes. Okay, that's good. And then otherwise, normally we'll just mark the very last segment as selected. So set selected segment, breadcrumbbar, segment count -1. I feel like that should be -2 actually, if we have multiple. So 0 is this guy. Oh no, like the last one is segment count -1. Yeah, because I don't care about the fact that slash is not in the lexical path. Okay. Anyway. Then we just need to do something with the whole set selected segment API, because I think that was just a placeholder. Breadcrumbbar. If index has a value, or actually if it doesn't have a value, then for each child, let's say for each child of type GUI button, set checked false. So we'll just uncheck everybody. Return otherwise. Oh, wait, how do we get to the button for a given index? We don't really have a way to do that. Let's just store it with the segment, I guess. This thing is growing a little bit, but that's okay. GUI button. So segment button is button make weak pointer. Wait, why don't you like that? Okay. I forgot that you have to templatize these now. Okay, and then guess segment is mSegment at index value. Segment button. If segment button, we should have a button, but let's assert that we have a button. I don't know why we wouldn't have a button, but maybe we need to take care of that somehow. Set checked true. Okay, and then the exclusivity mechanism should make sure that that just updates all of the other buttons to be unchecked. Oh, I see, we need that up here. Oh, dang it. Okay, well, I guess we can just put it down here then. What did I do wrong? Now you don't like me for doing for each child of type GUI button. Okay. How do I iterate these things then? Oh, I just need type traits. Okay. Didn't have these defined for GUI button. So we'll just make isButton. I guess this should actually be an abstract button now that I think more about it. And that is already a thing, so we can just ignore this and use abstract button. Then I don't have to care about adding traits right now. Okay. Oh, when we click on that one, then we drop everything. But it was good up until that point. So, see, we can click on these guys, and it just makes it kind of depressed. Although it becomes uncheck here. That's not so good. So can we turn off uncheckability? Uncheckable? How do we turn that on? It's uncheckable. There is unchecking allowed? Uncheckable button. Well, that is what I want. Why is that a goofy custom widget here? Dang. I feel like... I mean, we can just copy this class for now. although it's a little bit weird. We'll just we'll put a fix me here. Move this somewhere else. But yeah, we want an uncheckable button. It's just that uncheckable is a virtual state on the button for some reason. So, well, whatever. We can use this. So, uncheckable button. Here we come. And then text. Slash was still messing up. Right, so if, let's fix that first. If breadcrumbbar segment count is more than 0, the path is slash and why didn't the first one have their... Oh, because we're adding that... Ooh, I know why. Yeah. So that was the fix, not this. Right, because we're forgetting to store that extra special data with the breadcrumbbar segment here for the slash. But now we'll do that properly. Okay, everything's falling into place. Look at that. That's really pretty. It makes me wonder if we should make these... let me get that thing. I almost want to have like a dithered appearance on these pressed buttons, but do I? Would that look spicy? Like, you see how these are dithered when they're pressed? Like the background? That is kind of a tasty appearance, isn't it? I feel like that could look pretty good here because they look a little bit flat. Of course, the focus rect is still weird, but I think we'll ignore the focus rect and just press ahead. How do we get that dithered appearance, though? Classic style painter. This is button. This is, oh, it's only in the toolbars. Oh, I wonder if we would, if we don't use the regular button appearance, but if we would use a cool bar button appearance, how would that look? Now, this is exciting. Style. I didn't even think about cool bar appearance. Because this is a little bit semi-uncharted territory, right? Because we didn't have button breadcrumb bars back in the late 90s, I think. I don't know when they started coming out. So, okay, look at this. Oh, that is pretty spicy, actually. Oh man, doesn't that look just so interesting? Okay, I really like it. That's so pretty. Makes me want to drop the spacing in between these things. So let's see. Set spacing. What if we just use 0 spacing? How would that look? What do we normally do for toolbar? Yeah, it uses 0 spacing, and then all the margins are 2 pixels. So yeah, it's way better with no spacing in between. It's very, very good looking. And then if you go somewhere else, dude, that looks so sweet. Okay, yeah, I love it. Love it, super love it. There are probably some refinements we can do, but this is such a really good start, I think. So let's see if let's just add this the way it is right now to look gooey. So course, now we have this pre-commit hook that Linus added so that people don't commit without running the style checkers. Thank you, Linus, for keeping us honest. I don't know who was committing without running the style checker before. Anyway, add a basic breadcrumb bar widget. This can be used to implement segmented path bars in File Manager and wherever else wanted. Very, very spicy. Okay, so now we have to get serious because we can't have both the location text box and the this other breadcrumb bar at the same time. That looks really goofy. So we gotta go ahead and have some kind of a toggle or something. So what do we do with that? I guess if you, what did we want? If you press Control L, then you want the text field, and otherwise, if you unfocus it, then we can just hide it and bring this thing out instead. Does that make sense? I don't know. Breadcrumb. Also, I feel like it's a little bit too tall. Got all the important details. Let's not worry too much about the layout right now. Let's just make it pop in and out real quick, and then so how do we do that? Location, text box, on, focus, out. Yes, that's what we want. Let's do that, the very last thing that we do. Or no, we can just do it here. Breadcrumbbar, set visible true. Location toolbar, set visible false. That's good. Okay. And we can put the location toolbar can be invisible by default. So location toolbar set visible false. And control, wait, where's key L? Control L. Here, yeah, so when this happens, then we'll do location toolbar visible true. Breadcrumb toolbar visible false. Yeah, so this is very like unsophisticated mutual exclusivity. Let's just try it out, see how it's like. Okay, so now we're like this, press Control L, turns into a text bar, click away, both are gone. That's not what I wanted. Breadcrumb, oh, breadcrumb toolbar. See, a little mess up. Also, the fact now that the location toolbar and breadcrumb toolbar are different heights, it is much more noticeable since switching between them actually like makes the toolbar slightly taller or shorter. That's not very good. So what if we just use the default size for the breadcrumb toolbar once again? Let's just take a look. So these buttons should maybe be a little taller. Maybe the problem is just that the margins are all off because we're not using the same margins as a regular toolbar. So we should do that. Breadcrumbbar. because then there will be more vertical space for the individual crumbs or segments. Wait, now we have less space. Wait, what? How did I manage to do that? Wait. Horizontal has a fixed vertical size. It's button size plus 8, sure. And the layout is that, sure. On the size policy, so we have to explicitly size the breadcrumb bar buttons. Okay, so let's do set preferred size then. Yeah, this is not an exact science right now. We're kind of just winging it a little bit, just trying to massage it into looking right. We'll need to spend some more time iterating on this. See, now I'm just messing it up. What the heck? Those margins were just... It was better without the margins, but... Why does it work so well here? Okay, wait, this is what the inspector was invented for. Well, let's just go here and take a look. So we have the window widget. This toolbar right here has a preferred size 24 height. Okay, and this toolbar right here, preferred size 24. Sure. And our stupid children. Oh, wait. This toolbar is constraining the available size. So his margin plus the breadcrumb bar margin. But wait, why did I need a... I guess I need a toolbar. But then we can set that toolbar's margin to nothing. Okay, that would be a little hack. Okay, now we're in slight hack territory here. Layout, set margins, empty margins, okay. Wait, why? Why are they so... We are so close here. Okay, what's wrong with you? Vertical size policy fixed, horizontal size policy fixed. Great. Preferred size is 16 height. This is... Oh, wait, maybe that is 16. Oh, crap. Wait. I'm just miscalculating here. So the height is... yeah, it's size plus 8. Okay, I thought we were matching what the toolbar was doing, but we were forgetting the plus 8. Okay. See? Gotta get that pixel perfection here. So we're, of course, gonna go ahead and tweak the height to plus 8. And life should now clear up. They should now become perhaps too tall. Or just right. That is actually quite spicy looking. So switch in between, click outside, we're back to normal. And I feel like maybe if I press escape in this location box, we should focus the directory view again. So let's try that. location text box on escape pressed. Directory view. Set focus. Something like that. I think we have to move this later because we didn't actually make the directory view yet. Here you are. It's just a tiny little tweak just to make it feel natural to get out of the text box. Yeah, that's really kick-ass actually. Okay. Okay, do that. Escape and yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, yeah, so the appearance of this thing can definitely be improved, but I already do like it quite a bit. Maybe we could even put like little arrows or something in between. But I think we'll be happy here. I think we're just going to merge those changes of the breadcrumb bar into the previous commit. Because it's just little pixel tweaks anyway. And then file manager, use GUI breadcrumbbar. File manager Windows. Now alternate between the old style location text box and a new style breadcrumb bar. Location bar shows up when you try to edit the location with Control L. Disappear once the text box loses. The text box and breadcrumb bar are mutually exclusive to keep it tight. Nice. Nice. Okay. So I think we're going to be good here for today. I'm really happy with this new widget. I think it turned out pretty awesome, and there are definitely pixel tweaks that we can and should do to make it better, but I definitely love the way it looks already. Very, very cool widget. After we press enter here, maybe we should leave that widget. I don't know. Nah. Super cool. Okay, so I think this is going to be the end of today's video. So if you made it this far, then I thank you for watching and for hanging out. I hope that you saw something interesting today, and I appreciate that we're all still here doing this. This is so much fun. So thank you again, and I will see you next time. Bye.